Well, Phineas, I wish you could be here now. Did you ever dream when you were riding all over the state of Iowa as a Methodist pastor, preaching in all kinds of churches over 100 years ago, that eventually you would move to California and form the Church of the Nazarene, which is now this year 100 years old in Iowa? It's hard to believe that here we are at the celebration of 10 years of Greater Life Church. 10 years ago, 2002, on this very week, 40 people gathered together after several years of planning from 3 different churches, came together, and we launched out to create a brand new church. It was first dubbed the Northwest New Start. Eventually we came into our own name, Greater Life Community Church. It summed up all that we had talked about for months of wanting to capture what it means to live the greater life that can only be found in Christ. Greater love, greater life, greater works, all these things Jesus had promised, and it was with that kind of vision that we moved to launch a church at Western Hills on that first Sunday morning. What an exciting time it was. And so now here we are 10 years later, beginning the celebration in the next few months of all that God has done and where He has brought us from. We started out with a vision. Simply was to reach, nurture, and develop seekers to become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ. Since that time, many folks have come to know Jesus Christ and become a part of Greater Life Community Church. So here we are to begin to celebrate. Let's take a look back in time and remember all that God has done for us, and let's prepare to face the future. Now there's an interesting book, Stay in the Yard by Brett Rickey. Well, that is one thing we did not do in the last 10 years. In fact, we moved from yard to yard, from school to school, and from vehicle to vehicle, and from room to room, as we sought to follow the dream and the vision that God had for us at Greater Life in reaching and nurturing and developing seekers to become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ. And so begins the celebration. We'll begin to see some of the history in the next few weeks in this kind of a format as we move in our celebration time over the next few months to the great celebration in September. It'll begin today with a picnic at the park that is listed in your worship folder just a few miles from here, and we trust that you can come. It will be an exciting time together as we begin the celebration. They'll be running the Olympic torch, as we've already begun that, from building to building, from Western Hills to Indian Hills to Southwoods to Connections, and then to the building where we are meeting at this moment. And then we will celebrate in September a special Friend Day, in which we'll be challenging over a period of weeks leading up to September 16th, encouraging and challenging everybody to bring at least one friend on that Sunday as we celebrate our friendships with those around us and seek to introduce them to the person of Jesus Christ and to the church family called Greater Life. And then following that Sunday will be September the 23rd, which will be the great anniversary celebration. We will have special guests with us. Dr. Ron Doolittle, the district superintendent who was supportive and helped us get started 10 years ago, will be here speaking in that particular service of celebration. The Millage Sisters will be here providing the music. There'll be a lot of things to celebrate and a lot of things happening on that day, and I trust that you will be able to experience that and be a part of it. Come and join us in this celebration as we celebrate all the things that God has done for us and where He's brought us from. And let's start today.